Hello, everyone. My name is Joseph Spivey, and I am excited to share some features with you about our digital textbook called Calculus, an integrated approach. Um, I am one of the co-authors, as is Matt Cathy. We are both professors of mathematics at Wofford College. And again, I'd like to show you a few things about this textbook. Um, First of all, it's a digital textbook, which means that we can interact with it in lots of different ways. The first thing that I want to show you is how to change the font size. So I have gone ahead and set mine to the 100. So there's a little window right up here, drop-down menu right up here. I can change that if I wanted to make it a little bit bigger or a little bit smaller. And I can find, hopefully you can find the size that works best for you. So definitely play around with that and figure that out. The other thing, I like 150% personally. The other thing that you can do in this textbook is to adjust the height, the width of the window. So, your window might start out really, really wide, but that can be very difficult to read because it's so wide. Most of us will want to choose something a little bit more narrow, something like that. So play around with the font size and play around with the width of the window to find something that works best for you. The other thing I'd like to point out is this navigation toolbar right here. So this toolbar allows us to pick which section we want to go to. So as an example, if I wanted to go and learn more about the tangent line problem, I can choose that. I can look at that section. I could also choose to look at this section here in chapter 10. So that navigation, that toolbar stays up here in the window at all times, and so you can use that to quickly find which section you want to get to. The other nice thing about this textbook is that it has interactive figures. Many of the figures are designed to be interacted with, and I want to show you a few examples of that. Here is a three-dimensional object, and if we click on it, we can look at it from different angles to get a better sense of what this object is. And there's a slider that will affect the opacity. This might be a good way to understand what the shape of that is. I can show you another example here. In this example, we're going to take that region right there and rotate it about an axis. And so I can look at what happens as that shape rotates around. I can change the opacity. And I can try to look at it from different angles to see what that sort of shape looks like. I wanted to show you another example of such things. I'm going to look at chapter 5. In chapter 5, we are talking about how Archimedes calculated the area of a circle. So we've got some historical context in there. And so Archimedes thought of breaking up a circle into little pieces like this. We might think of unrolling those pieces one at a time. We could certainly also change the number of ends. We could make a whole bunch of ends in there and see what that looks like once we roll and unroll it. So now we've got that weird comb looking thing. And we could also, again, we could have a whole bunch of in here. We could maybe change those upper vertex positions. Obviously, to get the full story, you'll need to read the text surrounding it. But just note that the text guides you through these interactive figures, and between the interactive figures and the text, we hope that you will begin to understand calculus, which is the study of change. And what better way to understand the study of change than by being able to change things about some figures and see how those things change. All right, I think that those are most of the features of the textbook that I'd like to show you at this time. I will just note that our calculus curriculum is a little bit non-standard. If you want to understand why the sections have been arranged in the order that they have and why things have been chosen that way, you can read more about that in the preface. So I hope that you'll take a look at the preface to find out more about how things have been arranged. And finally, we welcome your feedback. If you have questions or concerns, if you find any errors in the textbook, or if you just have suggestions for improvements, any and all of those things are welcome. You can find us at these 2 email addresses right there. We look forward to hearing from you, and thank you very much.